To get us kicked off, I want to welcome my fabulous coworker, Headwaters Director of Network and Narrative, and an artist herself, Vanessa Fuentes, and she's going to share a couple of pieces with us. Welcome, Vanessa.
Hello, everyone. I wish we could be together in person, but this is the next best thing. And I'm really glad that you all have taken some time out of your day to slow down and be here with us. I am going to read a couple poems, but before that, I just want to give a little bit more information about myself. Maria said that I'm the Director of Network and Narrative, which is just a very, very fancy way of saying that I lead all of our communications across the foundation. And in addition to that, when I'm not playing that role for Headwaters, I play the role of an artist, activist here in the South Minneapolis area. So was a big honor when I found out that I'd been considered to share some poetry with you all today. And in my mind and in my heart, I feel like art and social justice movements for liberation are just, they go hand in hand. So I really am grateful to be here representing some artist energy. So with that, I have two poems, and it is in my usual style that I start with reading a poem by someone who I admire, someone else's poem, and then I read one of my own. So I have chosen to kick things off today with a poem by Mary Oliver. It is in her book, 12 Moons, and it is called Sleeping in the Forest. I thought the earth remembered me. She took me back so tenderly, arranging her dark skirts, her pockets full of lichens and seeds. I slept as never before, a stone on the riverbed, nothing between me and the white fires of the stars, but my thoughts, and they floated light as moths among the branches of the perfect trees. All night, I heard the small kingdoms breathing around me, the insects and the birds who do their work in the darkness. All night, I rose and fell, as if in water, grappling with a luminous doom. By morning, I had vanished at least a dozen times into something better. And then the next poem I'm reading, I wrote specifically for this event. I got really excited and I just went right ahead and wrote a new poem. Those who know me know that I am a total nerd when it comes to butterflies. So this poetry piece has a butterfly theme running throughout it. And I'm gonna start by reading a little excerpt that I got off the internet to just provide a little bit of context so you'll understand it a little bit better, hopefully, when I read the poem. Inside the chrysalis, the caterpillar, unable to move, actually dissolves into organic goop. Cells, which had been dormant in the caterpillar and which biologists have the poetic genius to call imaginal cells, begin a process of creating a new form and structure. My poem is called A Spell for Rest. First, still yourself. Even if there are dishes slick from the morning's over-medium eggs and toast with salted butter and orange marmalade calling you from the kitchen sink, especially if you think it's an altogether impossible act. Pretend you and every store in a 25-mile radius are out of dish soap. Take this newly anointed stitch of time and draw up a blueprint for a magical sabbatical from dishwashing, from scrolling, and from all that to-do listing. Next, call rest into being by moving closer to the please in yourself. Miraculous please, embodied and profound please, most exalted please. Let your please further calm your stillness. Invite its shape to wrap around you, chrysalis-like. This is spell work. Your new wrapping is an ancestral gift, one dyed vibrant with sweat, stardust, and song. Then comes the radical imaginal part. You daydream and split yourself into ooze, You metamorphose and allow your whole self to turn inward. In this quiet, you occupy an in-between state that holds steady by a silk-spun anchor. What inner codes were once asleep now stir and make change. You transmute. Tomorrow, you, unfurled like the fiddlehead in early spring, like the newborn monarch, will emerge and start off again. You will rejoin your crowd and keep going, tucking the codes and stories and blueprints you will use to wrap your children with someday. Thank you.